This is a podcast called 25 Whistles, talking basketball, and they all wear a whistle. Yeah, it's stupid, but what did you expect? It's a podcast called 25 Whistles. 25 Whistles.
We're back and we're getting paid. Woo! The last ones were free.
Thankfully.
Yeah. 25 Whistles presented by DraftKings Fantasy Sports. Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with the code BobbySports, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void or prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details. All right, blow it. Thank you. Coming
Does
up.
that sound golden to you?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a real whistle. It sounds like a gold one. Coming up, you'll hear us sit down with Auburn head coach Bruce Pearl and Janai Broom, who's awesome. We went to Auburn. We'll do that coming up in a minute. Aside from that, we'll also open some, I'll share some of the cards. And I haven't been a card collector in forever. And I'm not now. I'm not now a collector.
You are now.
But I have some. We did a whole sit down going through some of the signed cards that I have.
Yeah.
Also, do you want me to just, I don't want to announce it yet.
What? Your big win?
No, it's not. Oh, I got.
You still haven't told us what the big win.
It
that
might
you
even
won.
be here right now, but I don't want to get it. But I talk about it later. I've actually been doing it all for a reason that I haven't shared with you guys. I haven't just been like
Stringing us along.
anxious to get a bunch of crap I'm never going to use, like sign stuff. I've actually been doing it for a reason.
Okay.
And
You know we're your friends here,
What
right?
does this mean?
We're not your wife. We don't care what you do with on your spare time or your money.
No.
So why are you acting like?
Because
I feel like you've practiced whatever you're about to say.
He's got a whole scenario played out in his head for sure.
I don't even want to. I'm not going to reveal it this episode because I want you guys to hear the cards. But I have a plan that I've been working with for the last 2 months. I know you guys just think I went crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of control, actually, is
yeah.
what I would use.
but I haven't, and I can reveal to you what I've been up to. That's all.
Okay.
But I'll do it next episode.
He's practicing on us. I know it. I know it.
But I'm not doing it today.
Okay.
I don't.
Then
need
you're
to
still
practice.
working on your
No,
speech.
I've already. I told my wife from the very beginning what I was going to do, so she knew the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, she's known since.
So then it's just on us?
It's not
Like,
even
you've just
on
been
you
keeping it
guys.
on us?
It doesn't matter. But since like late December, I've been up to something, and I will tell you guys what it is. Probably next episode. You can hear all the cards that I've won.
Okay.
In the next thing.
All right. Thanks for getting dressed up, by
But
the way.
she's no, I've got a cutoff shirt on. we're at the house. All right, time for the tittle tattle. Let's go.
It's time for the stupidest name ever. It's the Tittle Tattle with Kickoff Kevin.
We are officially in March.
We are.
Yeah.
I-
If you guys didn't know,
I agree. Next question.
it is March. What is your favorite month of the year for sports?
I know the easy answer should be March, and March Madness is fun that first day, but I'm still going to go with January, like that December, January, because it's college football, the end of college football, the playoffs, the NFL. Like if I have to pick a month, I'm probably going to go January for sports. For life, I hate January and February.
Yeah.
Too cold.
But January, you have the NFL and college football playoffs, and that's awesome. So I'm going to go January 1st. No, not January. January as my first selection. December is my second selection. March as my third. Because to me, I like March Madness, but I only really, really love it if Arkansas is in it. I love it if they're not. But then I just love it for the first weekend with all the upsets. And then it gets to actual real games.
Yeah.
So in order, January,
Yeah, you said
December,
January.
March.
January, December, March. Anything like summer, July? No, July's kind
What?
of boring.
Summer
No,
Olympics?
because
I don't know,
the
like-
only thing about summer that's Summer Olympics once every 4 years.
That's what I'm saying. What else are we
It's
doing
like
in
leap
summer?
year.
I get it, like NBA finals happening, like
Yeah.
and baseball, but baseball's like the doldrums of some. No, the answer is no.
What about the start of football? Was that
Yeah.
September?
September?
August.
That's fun. That's a lot of fun
Like
too.
that's really exciting.
But
You're
I
doing
like the
fantasy
end.
drafts.
Absolutely, I'd probably put that fourth
Okay.
after March, because I like the beginning of baseball a little bit. I like the beginning of college baseball. I'm an Arkansas baseball fan, and I like March. I love March Madness. I love it if Arkansas's in. But football just dominates everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to go January, December, then March, then September 4.
Okay, top four.
That wasn't the question. He said, "What's your favorite?"
Yeah,
You
yeah,
went
oh, yeah.
four.
Wait,
No,
back
January.
to the
The answer is January.
January.
All right, what's your fifth? Go ahead.
Will you start naming all 12 in
Well-
order?
Okay. April's cool because it does
The
have
Masters.
the
Oh, the
championship, the Masters.
The
are in it.
Masters.
You got
Good
some drafts, right? You got a draft in April.
Yeah, the end of April. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do all 12, but that's I'm gonna stop there.
Your
let's
least
stop there.
favorite,
Probably like-
November.
probably like July.
yeah, the
Because
middle of
August,
summer.
college football is getting fired up.
Yep.
What's in July?
Nothing.
Not-
It's just baseball.
And isn't July that one time of the year where there's like a day or 2 days where no sport is happening? Like if all baseball's off,
Yeah.
it's like no sport happens at all.
Yeah, that's when like the ESPYs are, I think, too, because of that. Was
Yeah.
it ESPY? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
They're
so.
usually running NASCAR races then.
You guys need to get off my balls about that because he asked me and I went deep into it. But my number one is
Hey,
January.
30 minutes later, my 8th favorite month is
All right,
Yeah, today's January.
next question.
All right, there was a record set in the 40 over the weekend at the Combine. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rank the 40-yard dash when looking at a player?
4. However, if it's close between the two, then I start to individually look at things like speed, like just strict 40 speed. But
he's a receiver,
Xavier
right?
Worthy,
Yeah.
plays at Texas.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
and so he ran a 4.21. The previous record was 4.22, and they initially his first run was like a 4.23 or something. Then he ran again, and it was a 4.22, and then afterward they went, we measured it wrong, boop, 4.21. So he sets the record. Now, his size is crazy to me. He's
Big dude.
like, and you may look at it, but I think he's like 5'9", 165.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he ain't very big.
So he can fly, and you look at other receivers that are like at Waddle,
Zay Flowers is a good example because he's small.
Devonta.
Fast.
Yes.
6'1", 160.
Okay, so he's a little taller, but 5 pounds lighter.
Wait, that was his last year, 172.
They measured him at the combine at 165.
Okay, that looks like it.
Is this cheetah size? Is this Tyreek Hill size?
I would say he's a little thicker.
Yeah, right?
He's got to be 190, 200. Because he's ripped. What is he?
185.
So it matters. It's fun. Like DK Metcalf, when he ran and being that big and running that
Boy,
fast.
he's a giant, yeah.
Our boy Cooper Beebe ran a pretty good one.
Yeah, I was watching
saw
him.
that.
That was
I
cool.
watched him. So yeah, it matters, but it doesn't. If they don't like you, they ain't going to go, but we should change our mind because it's 40 time.
But like John Ross, who had the previous record.
Yeah.
Because of that 40,
He got looked at by people.
drafted
Yes.
in the top, 20 or so?
Yes.
And he was nothing. Panned out to be nothing.
And I think he has some injury issues too. But
yeah,
yes,
but
everybody
What's
does.
What's the technology on this? Is it to do with a stopwatch still, or do they have a laser? Like, are they real accurate?
What do you think?
it's 2024.
I picture a big fat dude
It's a
sitting
tape
there like-
measure and some guy counting. 1.
Hold on, do it again. I
One
hit the wrong
Mississippi.
button.
Two Mississippi.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
He'll probably move up some, which he should for being so fast. They probably knew he was that fast anyway. Maybe not record setting, but 4.23, 4. And is there a big difference in 4.23 and 4.21? Not really.
Just the record.
It's fun.
But also, you add the cones to that. You look at agility. You look at hands. That one kid who was, there's a drill, I forget what it's called, where you catch a ball, drop it, catch a ball.
Yeah.
He caught the first ball and kept running with it, caught all the rest with one hand.
What?
The-
That's
the-
a flex.
the tight end,
white
wasn't
dude?
it? Wasn't
Yeah.
it a tight end? I saw a clip of it. I didn't see the
Like
whole thing.
that, but it's stuff like that that makes you look at him and you're like, oh, maybe we should spend more time. Maybe we
But if the coach is like, hey, that's not the drill. That's not the drill. Follow directions.
The drill
I
was
think
the
you
40?
get- I think you get points. You get points docked.
Where'd you
since
get the football at?
the drill is to catch the balls, and he did.
Yeah, but drop it and then catch the other
He
one.
didn't need to drop it. He had
That's
two.
crazy.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was
All right,
fun.
next up.
All right, a lot of talk about which conference is the best this year. Taking your bias out, do you think it's a Big 12 or SEC in basketball?
Ooh.
I can't take my bias out. I should restate that. I've watched way more SEC basketball than anything else. I'm watching Mississippi State. I'm watching Texas A&M. I'm watching LSU. I'm watching all these teams when they're not even playing Arkansas because I want to see how good they are when we do our Calcutta. I want to see if Arkansas is playing them coming up. Big 12 has 4 ranked teams. BYU's had a pretty good year too. Texas Tech's a pretty good team that's not ranked, I don't think, right now. And they've been in and out. SEC has 6 ranked schools. I think the SEC's better this year, but I'm going to say that if it's close. I can't remove a bias, but I think it's close. I'm going to go the SEC is better than the Big 12, though, because Kentucky's coming on really strong.
Yeah. Final stretch.
Like,
coming
I
on
think
strong
they
now.
could. I say that, but they've lost early the last 2 years, and it's been ugly. But I think Kentucky looks really good. That freshman kid that comes off the bench, the white kid who's
Number 15, I think, or something. Yeah.
the crowd goes crazy. He comes off the bench and just kills. They have a bunch of freshmen over there. But Cal has underperformed every NCAA tournament the last 3-4 times.
Yeah, he's
only
really
one
been
national
relevant in the
championship.
tournament since like Anthony Davis time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go SEC, but there is bias, so I can't say there's not.
Okay.
But unbiasedly SEC.
Unbiasedly.
Yeah, next one.
Last one here. After setting the Division I all-time scoring record, is Caitlin Clark the best female basketball player you've ever seen in college?
I think it's the one I've seen the most. I've actually turned on a game to see her. I've never chased a game to watch a player, WNBA or college. I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched a lot of women's WNBA or women's college basketball unless Arkansas is playing. I will watch the Arkansas games, but it's like Cheryl Miller. Like, that's old school, and I just know YouTube clips from Reggie Miller's. She's Reggie Miller's sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, probably seen more YouTube clips of her. Maya Moore, probably her clips are mostly when she quit basketball to go into the justice system.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a lot of Rebecca Lobo
Ooh.
back in the day, and 2 games.
Yeah.
But like Travis Scott went to the game when she broke the record.
Caitlin Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bigger cultural thing that I've ever seen in women's basketball because she's setting records that have never been broken. And she also shoots from places that people don't normally shoot from, even in dude basketball.
Yeah, usually like the players, female-wise, throughout the history have been big players, right? Like the Candace Parker, like tall, big men, big women, I guess you
Yes.
could say. You know what I'm saying?
Mostly.
Instead of shooters and like point guards, like not JJ Redick or Caitlin Clark.
It's been awesome because I've probably tuned in, finger quotes, 4 or 5 times if I know they're playing. I'm like, let me just watch. And sometimes if you you'll turn on a Warriors game and Steph won't shoot that much, and you're like, oh, I've never turned on a game where she wasn't just she just carries the whole team. And she could have stayed in college another year and probably made more money, or a ton of money, obviously, NIL. But Indiana has the first pick in the WNBA draft, and that's probably why she's going to go out this year so she can stay in Indiana because she's a full home product.
Yeah.
Is she from Indiana?
I believe so. I was watching a video of her as a freshman on YouTube. Just fillet people as a freshman. Look her up.
They've done a great job of having her play on Sundays too. I don't know if you noticed that. Like, so she's not in the spotlight of playing on a Saturday when all the men are playing, so you can watch the game.
Is that strategic? I didn't know that.
I figure. I mean, it's
Wow.
got to be, right?
Look up where she's from. I'm almost positive she's a home product. And if not, Indiana's her new home and she's the product.
You've made it her new home.
Iowa.
That's what I mean, Iowa, not Indiana.
Okay,
And,
I wasn't. Okay, gotcha.
and Indiana's the team that has the first pick, and I think it's close.
Yeah.
It's like the closest team she has to home.
And they start with an I.
True.
Thanks, Kevin.
Or maybe I just confused the two.
Yes.
That could be the thing too. But I think that's why. I think she wants to stay somewhere close to home
Okay.
and play ball. But man, I'm sure she made a ton of money this year.
Yeah, she's in commercials, man.
She's a household name.
She's famous.
She's the most famous female player ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
She has the point lead overall, men and women. I saw a cool picture of Pistol Pete passing over the crown to her. Not real though.
yeah, because he's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think 4 of the top 5 are dudes. All-time point scoring leaders. I don't know. It's been pretty cool to watch.
That's really cool.
The fact that I even know anything about women's basketball, and I don't hate it. I just have it's never been prioritized to me, and I haven't gambled a bunch on it. And we didn't have a team good that was home, so I never really paid much attention to it. Our high school girls, Mountain Pine High School girls, are pretty good. I cared about that. Who are the top 5 scorers of all time?
I'm trying to find out when it's men and women.
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
25 Whistles presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings app. Use the code BobbySports to get in on the action. It's so much fun right now with college basketball, especially as we get closer to the conference tournaments and the NCAA tournament. It's the best time. It's the best month for DraftKings.
Speaking of, are we going to the SEC tournament?
I feel like I am.
We, as a group, with our golden whistles.
I feel like, well, you'd have to smuggle the whistle in.
Oh, right, because you can't.
You can't really walk in a
they
game with
don't-
a whistle
they
around
don't
your
let
neck.
you do that.
I feel like we probably could. I'm not going to go unless Arkansas is playing.
Oh,
And as of right now, we'll probably play the Wednesday night. And if we win, play Thursday.
yeah.
But we could probably go to that game. Otherwise, because I'm not going to pay for tickets to go watch
Okay.
2 teams I don't give a crap about. You know?
Yeah.
Eddie's.
I figured I'd just throw that in you.
What do you have? Do you have them?
No.
All right. If you want to take the 25 Whistles parlay, which we'll give you later on, in the next episode, we'll do Whistles parlay, and I'll tell you what I've been up to for 2.5 months.
Finally.
New users use the code BobbySports when you download the app. 21 and up in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. All right, now let's go over to Auburn. Men's basketball head coach and the legend himself, Bruce Pearl. Been at Auburn since 2014. Built the program into a contender. He's exactly what you see on TV.
This dude is awesome.
He's awesome. Here is Bruce Pearl.
Coach, thanks for having us today. We just saw that you're back in the top 10 again. You guys are, it seems like you're always in the top 10. You know, as someone who's a big SEC fan, you're always in the top 10. It's almost annoying how good you've made this program.
Yeah, are you upset about that, Buzz?
Yeah, no, they're so consistently good now.
I just love that I've pissed you off in some ways.
No,
you know.
Listen,
No.
what you've done is what every program wants to have done,
Yeah.
right? Like you've come in with a lot of energy and you make the fans care, and then you've been good consistently.
Yeah.
So what do you do consistently here that actually attracts that?
Such a great question. It has just a little bit to do with me, but not a lot, honestly. It has to do with my staff. I've had great continuity in my staff. And my guys have been together for a long, long time. That matters, you know. I always say, judge me. Judge me by the people I have around myself. Judge me by my wife. She's an amazing woman. Judge me by my staff, you know, and the guys, they're teachers, they're dads, they're really good coaches. They're not just recruiters. And then I think if you look at Dylan Cardwell, 4-year guy. Jalen Williams, 5-year guy. Chris Moore from Arkansas is 4-year guy. We've had some continuity, I think. And then if you walk down the locker room, there's an AU right in there, and the first thing you see is make history. So we talk about making history. Like right now, I'm going to talk to the team today. You guys made history for whether it's the 5th time in 7 years or the 6th time in 7 years. We're in the top 10. We were 11 one year that I like to kind of make like it's 10. But you're right. Being good is one thing. Being good with consistency is something completely different.
What do you teach your guys about being detail-oriented? Because I feel like inconsistency, like details are such a big part of overall macro, big picture success.
Yeah. Once you guys sit in today, stick around and sit in on our film session, because the study of film and the breakdown of each team, number one, you got to respect your opponent so that you're willing to study them and understand them and know what their tendencies are. And then in a scout, when we are able to take away what a player likes to do, it gets in that player's head. And then when your player says, look, he wants to do this and he doesn't like that, and you're right, then all of a sudden your kids, have confidence in you. And it helps when you're winning, because then when you're winning, it fixes everything else, and the kids believe in themselves and each other and what you're doing. Details do matter.
You got a lot of guys that have been here a long time, considering the landscape of college basketball now. When you're looking for your recruits or even young portal guys, is that important to you to get guys who want to be here for a few years? Because everybody can't be like Jabari was.
Yeah, that's another great question. Here's the other thing, because it reminds me of something I didn't give credit to, and that's Auburn. Okay, you're from Arkansas, right? You called out the Hogs a time or two.
A time or two. Yeah.
A time or two.
A time or
okay,
two.
all right. You care about it. It matters to you. You own it. You wear it, and you're not afraid of it. You're not embarrassed by it. In fact, you embrace it. Auburn has that same way about it. I just wish there were more places in this country that were like Auburn. Like we love our country. Like we love our God. Like we love our neighbor. Like, you want to be an Auburn man, an Auburn woman? Then come here, get some education, and get out there and make the rest of this place a better place by how you live your life, by how you pray, by who you are. And you know what? People are going to be attracted to that, I hope. And, witness. Witness. You're a hog. You're out there witnessing.
Not here. I've said nothing, Coach, about Arkansas the whole time. Only you have. I've said
saw it.
nothing.
Well, I know you guys are a little famous.
I've
You
said
guys
nothing.
congratulations, man. You guys
Thanks,
are having
thank
a
you.
great run.
Thank you.
But people like Auburn, and so they don't want to leave Auburn. Like I can recruit to Auburn, and that makes a difference. When it comes to recruiting, just be honest with them. If you are honest, good or bad, I learned this from I learned this from my dad, but I also learned this from Coach Summit. When she recruited her team, you signed up to be a Lady Vol, okay? You signed up for this before you came here. You knew who I was and what I was going to be, and I'm not going to apologize for it. And as long as I think you're honest with kids, because so many people aren't. They lie to them. They tell them what they want to tell them. You're going to play 35 minutes. You're going to get every shot. And you tell 14 guys on your roster. And then you wonder when the kids don't want to play for you. And so every now and then Steven says, Dad, could you please just be a little bit more? He doesn't think you want him. He doesn't think you're interested. I said, Steven, I got to coach him. I got to tell him enough to get him to want to come, but I got to be honest with him.
So don't lie.
I think, no.
Okay, I think no
Don't
too then.
lie.
Yeah.
I just think, look, I mean, gosh, look at our political landscape. You gotta lie to win. You gotta overemphasize. You gotta do, oh my God, just, you know, I think the truth will serve you well. And I know I got fired for lying to the NCAA. How'd that work out?
We weren't going to bring that up, Coach.
I got fired for lying. You talk about not being a very good role model. You talk about letting my family down. You talk about letting my coaches down. I mean, did it trying to protect my team, but if I had just told the truth the first time about having some kids over the house for a barbecue, really? And I didn't. So,
in a perfect world, how many guys in your rotation? 7?
No,
8?
honestly, no. I'd say perfect 9, 10. You know what? Whatever's working, I've always played. Now go back and study the notes, and Marlene can help. Man, I've always played 10 guys double-digit minutes because that locker room. I've had 11 or 12 guys on scholarship because you can't keep 13 happy, let alone. And we've always had a walk-on scholarship for that very reason. But there is a perfect number. I don't know what it is because you don't believe it or not. Right now, what I'm finding, even right now as we sit number 8 in the country, is the guys that are averaging 12 would rather be averaging 18. The question is, would you rather be averaging 18 and not winning and being somewhere else? That's the question you got to decide. Sometimes for their families who should only really want and care about them and love them, yeah, they may think that 18 is better. But sometimes 12 in a winning situation can be better. And I just think that's a great lesson in life. I can't do what I do without my coaches and my team, so on and so forth. I think it's true in life. And so those guys want to take a little less, and everybody have a little bit more, and I think we're better off. Not that I'm a socialist. I'm a capitalist now. I am a capitalist. I don't want to get that.
Clarify that.
Just clarify.
Because you still want to win.
Yeah, because I still
Right,
want to win.
because you still want to win.
Yeah,
if you would have been like, we're just having a good time.
If socialism won,
Right.
I'd be all for it.
Amen.
Oh, my God.
Amen,
It's the
Coach.
best.
I agree. I think
Put me on a kibbutz and let me stay there forever, but it doesn't work.
Coach, I'm a little bit like you. I'm also a coach. I coach my 10-year-old son's basketball
There
team.
you go. You know what coaching is like?
Tell me.
It's like we all barbecuing. Like we all know how to grill a little bit. We all got skills on the grill, and everybody's got an opinion about barbecue. Like I don't know shit about making Chinese food, okay? But I know what I like. But I can barbecue. I'm talking to Ohio.
We can all barbecue.
We all right. And it's like coaching. Everybody that's coached a little bit, you know a little bit of what I do.
A little bit.
You don't know shit. You don't know shit.
Well, coach, hear me out. One of my biggest obstacles as a 10-year-old basketball coach is dealing with the parents.
Yeah.
Like, let me coach. Let me do this.
Okay.
At the college level,
Yeah.
you dealing with this?
Yes, but here's my advice, and this is, I hope it'll help you. They love their kids. They love their kids, and that's their job. You've got to still let the parents, the kids have got to call home to somebody and go, this man's crazy. He's certifiable. Can you believe the things? And so they got to listen to him. But what the parents got to understand is you can't fix it. You can't fix it. What bothers me about our society right now, I don't mind the transfer portal. I transferred places. You guys have transferred in life. It's great. But it's got to be hard to transfer. I can remember one time getting the Middle Tennessee State job offered to me after 3 years at Southern Indiana. I get asked a question by the faculty reference at Middle Tennessee. Tell me about your locker room and your conversation with your players when you go back and tell them you've left Southern Indiana for Middle Tennessee. I've never told this story publicly. I started to cry in the interview because I started to think about how I was going to go back and tell my team I was leaving for Middle Tennessee. I wasn't ready to leave. I stayed for 6 more years. God had a plan. Leaving's okay. But if it's so easy to leave, everybody's going to flee, don't fight. Every unhappy marriage is going to end. For parents, if your kid is 8 years old and he's not pitching or batting fourth, tell him to throw strikes and stop swinging at the high ones. It's okay for them to fail a little bit. So when it comes to the parents, don't take it personal. I don't. Let them love their kids. If they get to the point where they try to fix it and say, fine, we're just going to go to a different team, we're going to move someplace else, then sometimes they are hurting the kids. But what I tell my players are, listen to your parents, be respectful for them. But we know what's going on in this locker room right here. They don't, and they can't expect to. So when you got a good parent, love on them, hug on them, because there are so many that just they do. They don't realize that they're getting in the way because all they do is love their kids.
When you watch a game, let's say it's not basketball, let's say you're watching football or baseball, and you're like, what a stupid pitch. Do you still do that even though people do that to you and you're like, they're idiots? Because, you know, they're like, why doesn't he give the ball to him? And you're like, well, I know more about the team than you do. But then do you do that to other sports?
I don't probably because I do what I do. And look, I tell my guys, look, I'm gonna make some good decisions. Joby Hall actually said this one time. He said, the coach's job is not to make every right decision, but it is the player's job to make those decisions work. You're not going to make every decision kind of if you're running this thing or whatever. You're going to take some, but you got some decisions to make. Many of them have worked out. So not everyone will, but these guys got to make that decision work. And so that's what has to happen with a team. I could call a timeout, and I'll get some input, and to the very best of my ability, we're gonna try to make this bad call work. So no, I'm not that quick to call somebody out. Let's put it this way: I'll see it, but I won't say it.
Coach, Charles Barkley is very open about loving Auburn, supporting Auburn. How often do you hear from him?
I'd say once a month or so, or anytime I need him. Anytime I need him. He is always there. He was there for me at the beginning when we first got this thing going. Charles has said great things about our program and us, and I just try to go to work every day rewarding him for, you know, the support he's given me and this opportunity. I mean, look at the chance I had after I failed at Tennessee, and even though we had great success, Auburn gives me a chance. Jay Jacobs offers me this job a year before my show cause is over, and it's because Mike Hamilton, who we just lost to cancer, even though Mike was pressured to fire me at Tennessee, and Tennessee should not have fired me because the mistakes I made were mistakes, but we could have lived through them. It was part of what got Mike, too, at the end. Mike called Jay Jacobs and said, I'm telling you right now, I'd hire him again. And if I were you, I'd hire him. And that's part of the reason why I got here to Auburn.
Do you dream about scheming, basketball scheming? Like, does anything ever come to you? Like, I'll get funny joke ideas while I'm sleeping, and most are terrible. But do you ever get those?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, all the time.
Do you have to wake up and like write? Because I have to wake up or record it into my phone immediately.
Yeah. Because just wait till you get to be 63 years. You'll have the dream, then you'll forget about it like instantly, right ever. And some of my nightmares I want to forget about, but I do. I especially like even the night before a game or things like that. It'll because I spend so much time going to bed. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so it does.
With a kid like Jabari Smith, when he comes and he's so highly touted, and everybody knows he's going to be selected 1 or 2 or 3 overall. Do you fast track someone like that because you know you're only getting a year with them? As compared to other freshmen that are coming in, they're going to play?
I think my job is to put the kids in positions to be successful. That's what my job is. And the more we can identify what they're good at, identify what they're not good at, get them to go to their strengths and stay away from their weaknesses, the better they'll look and the better that we'll look. So the thing with Jabari was, or the word was, motor wouldn't run. All he was a jump shooter. Didn't affect the game winning in certain ways, so on and so forth. So Jabari plays 28 minutes, not 32. He's out there playing hard. He's a shot blocker, right? He can impact the game at the rim. He can't drive right, so let him go left. And if he could see it, he could make it, and it didn't matter where. And he was not afraid of the moment. He didn't grow up in the main streets of Atlanta. He had a wonderful family, and so therefore they're going to say he's soft because he didn't grow up tough. A guy like K.D. Johnson in our locker room who grew up tough helped Jabari embrace the physicality of the game. Jabari's nobody pussy. He wasn't. But because he's physically built the way he's built, and so I don't think we fast-tracked him because at the same time he was on the team with Walker Kessler, who we didn't fast-track. But Walker's playing 8, 9, 10 minutes a game at North Carolina. Didn't have the opportunity because he was playing, not because Roy Williams was a great coach, but Babcock was still there and a couple other guys in the NBA were still there. They just had too many bodies for Walker. And then Walker comes here, and in 1 year he goes from 10 minutes a game at North Carolina to the National Defensive Player of the Year, first-team All-American. And what do? We put Walker in position to be successful, affect the rim at the game at the rim offensively, gave him some confidence that he needed, and let him go block everything he could put his hands on.
Mid-range, how do you feel about mid-range shots in general? What do you tell your guys?
Let the team the opponent take contested mid-range shots.
What about you guys shooting them? Would you take many?
We don't take many. Sometimes you have to, but I'd rather take open shots. I'd rather take threes inside and out.
Final 3 questions, Eddie?
Yeah, Coach. There aren't a lot of coaches that I can hear on TV, but I hear you. And like, how's the voice? Like, do you ever think of it, man, we got to come up a different way, like pound on the floor,
You're right.
maybe a horn or
Yeah,
something?
I'm not a
to just-
whistler. That hurts too.
The whistling?
Yeah, the whistling. I wish I could whistle. No, I wish there were some things you couldn't hear. I used to be a singer. I can't sing anymore. Obviously, this thing is depleted. Yeah, I'm a yeller. I'm a screamer.
We hear him.
How quickly did that go? Because
Oh,
your son,
wait.
because your son,
He's still yelling though now.
Well, no,
He's
I
like,
know.
but he doesn't have a voice anymore. He's yelled like 3 times in the last 5 minutes.
But we talked to your son earlier. He still has his voice.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm sure eventually that will go too.
Here's the deal. I'm like this in practice. When you step on the court, this is how I'm like. I'm like this for a Division II exhibition game. I'm like this at rep. And so the guys don't necessarily. Oh, Coach BP's a little uptight today. I'm uptight all the time. And so they don't see me being different, and therefore, hopefully, that they won't be different. I also tell my guys, play defensively like I coach. Be nothing like me offensively, where you need to have some tempo and some poise and some talent. I have none of those things.
How many guys on your team have, and don't have to say any names, have green light all the time?
Oh, just a couple. Yeah, just a couple.
Do you tell them that, or does everybody know that when someone has the green light?
Well, I mean, look, I want them all to be able to shoot open shots, but like I don't decide who shoots. The analytics do. Like if you're shooting a certain percentage, then you should try to shoot more. If you're shooting a certain percentage, then you might want to think about putting that away this year and bringing it back the following year because you just don't have that in your bag right now. Everybody thinks the coach, why don't you let my son shoot? He's shooting 20%. I think he should think about not shooting, not me.
What about, and again, no names, but are there refs that you're like, oh, I have to work with this person again? Because, I mean, there are people like that for us in all of our industry. And it's just the nature
No
of
names,
it.
no
No
names.
names.
Yeah.
But there's got to be, like that human dynamic's got to be a part of it too, right?
It is, yeah. You've got history with some of the guys, and I try and go get to the next play. I do. I won't remember whether that guy gave me a technical foul or whatever. And so I try to get to the next play, but like you said, it is human nature, and you walk out there, and some guys you have confidence that this is how the game's going to get called, and then sometimes you just, you worry about it. But I were also worried about what I control, and I can't control that, so I try not to worry about it.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Congrats.
Thank you,
on
Coach.
just consistency is the hardest thing to accomplish, period, in my life of whatever career I've been in. Consistency is the most cherished, the most precious thing, and you have it here. So congratulations on that.
It's easier in life to get something going. It's easy to get it started than it is to keep it going. That's the great challenge, and that's why I'm so grateful to Auburn for the opportunity. And we're not done. We right now as we sit, okay, we're not as good as what people think we are right now. We're not. We've got some real tough games ahead of us, but we are a lot better than what people thought we were being. If you do leave here, and the reason why you came here is because this has been a program that has been consistently one of the best in the SEC, then I've done my job. That makes me really proud.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you.
Great to
Thanks,
see you guys.
Coach.
Okay, thanks, Andy.
Here's one of the top players in the SEC, Janai Broom. He leads the team in points and rebounds and blocks, and we did alley-oops. Go check out Too Much Access with us. But this is the interview. Such a cool dude. I mean, he's like legit elite.
I mean, he is
NBA.
He's their dude.
Yeah. And here he is, Janai Broom.
I've watched you dominate a few games this year. It's got to feel good to just like know in life what you're good at. How long have you been so good at this that people are like, that's our dude?
I'll probably say a couple years. I was kind of underlooked.
Yeah, were you a late bloomer?
Yeah, kind of something like that. High school only had like 4 offers at high school. I went to Morehead State. It's like a mid-major, smaller school. But then when I got there, did pretty good.
Yeah, you won every award. I know, we know. I saw everything you did.
So
you act like we don't know. Yeah.
That's when I started, getting a little bit of, people actually thought I was good.
When did the biggest growth spurt happen for you? What age?
Let me see, like 14. I was like 9th grade. I was like 5'10", a little small, scrawny dude. Just stay in the corner, shoot threes, and then I had like 5'10", like 6'5" in that summer. So I was kind of like this lanky dude, and then I grew like 3 more inches, and within the year again. So like in a year, I grew like 10 inches. So it was kind of just like a big change, you know what I'm saying?
We're still waiting on that.
Yeah, I'm still, people aren't paying attention to me still. I got to go to Morehead State, I guess, before I get good. So, nutrition here, because you run a lot, I assume it'd be kind of hard to keep weight on, especially if you're a guy that's, and you move around a lot too. Like, do you need to stay at a calorie count? Like, do you have to pursue that, or does it just come pretty naturally for you?
Well, shout out Coach D and our nutritionist, Emily. Daniels. You know, they do a very good job with what we do off the court wise. You know, D, strength and conditioning coach, he makes sure that we're taking the right things and we're doing the right things in the weight room to keep weight on. You know, he don't kill our body. And then Emily, once you get done, you know, she has smoothies for you. She makes sure you have hydration. We do like hydration tests every week, you know. Just make sure we're taking care of our body, so.
I did in the bathroom, in the locker room, there's the hydration chart of all the colors, and the dark one is bad. Mine was like black. My color was black.
Dude, your kidneys.
So, I think I'm inside and just kind of fried. Yeah.
Man, so what's the transition like going from high school to college and then becoming a celebrity? Like, I mean, you're on national television.
Celeb, for sure.
Like, you're a celeb.
Yeah.
And what's that like when it hits you?
You know, it feels good, you know, when people like know who you are, know your name. Like you said, high school, not really getting no attention like that. And then, you know, college, at first, you know, Morehead State, it wasn't really like, it was a little bit, but not a lot. You know, you get here, Auburn family loves you. You know, you're putting out television every day. You know, you walk outside and people want to take pictures with you. You know, it kind of feels good.
Just on campus, people just stop taking pictures all day.
Take pictures.
Dang.
Or like, you know, go back home and like people like, hey, I watched you on TV. You know, that's just kind of nice, kind of like reality check. You know. When
I started to have a little bit of success, I started to have all these cousins. I didn't even. They'd be like, I'm your cousin.
Yeah, remember me?
They were that happened with you now, but people are like, hey, third cousin. Or people saying they were better friends with you back in high school than they really were.
I find you know, they were closer than what we really were. You know, kind of wanted to like, hey, give me some tickets to the game. You know, we went way back. You know, kind of like, you just came back in. You know, but that's life. You know.
Can you dunk?
Of course.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I heard you could dunk too.
No,
Bobby said.
No, I dunked one time a long time ago. But
you didn't. You missed.
Some guy was like, you know, at the back, and I jumped on the back, but I missed the dunk.
How old were you first time you dunked in the game? And do you remember your first ever dunk?
Yes. First ever dunk was at Lakeland High School. I was just trying for. That's when I first hit my growth spurt. So you know, when I was 5'10", I never tried to dunk because it's like I can't jump. I was unathletic. And then when I grew to be 6'8", I still couldn't really dunk at first, but I was like trying because like the technique of it and stuff. And I finally got one. But then my first dunking game was probably my sophomore year. Once I hit the growth spurt, I got like a fast break and I just caught it, went off 1 foot and just dropped it in, hung on the rim a little bit.
Were you worried you weren't gonna make it?
Of course, you know, but you know, once you get in the game, the adrenaline comes in. It's like, I gotta make it. So then, you know.
You ever missed a breakaway, easy breakaway in a game?
No.
Oh, of course, no, of course not.
No, I didn't do that.
Never that.
You ever done a reverse in a game?
Yeah, I have.
Does coach have any rules about if you're wide open on a breakaway? Like, is he like just dunk it, one hand, two hand? What if you're like?
It's one of those unwritten rules. You know, do the dunk that you think is the flashiest, but you're going to make for sure.
Yeah, high percentage dunks.
You know, especially if the game's kind of closer. Mm-hmm. You know, but.
You see Anthony Edwards throw that ball off the backboard?
Go dunk it. Yeah.
Could you would you try that in a game?
I would try it in the game. You know, my teammate did it 2 years ago. He threw the backboard and went and dunked it, but there's a video of that. But I don't got that much bounce, but I feel like I can throw his backboard and dunk it.
Do you ever have like something happens, like you make a great pass or you hit a good shot, good dunk, and you're like, man, I got to get that clip for Instagram? Like immediately in your head. That's what I would be doing every single time. I go back to the bench. I need that clip for Instagram.
Not during the game, but like after the game, when my teammates talking like, yo, you did that. I'm like, yeah, that was nice. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get that. So I asked my man Steven, you know.
We all need our man Steven.
They get everything, you know. So.
Steven, we're talking about you getting clips. Yes, sir. What's Coach Pearl like?
He's amazing. That's the best way to describe him. You know, he's a player's coach. You know, he cares about us so much, and that means a lot. It makes us play harder for him. You know, he yells a lot, you know, but it's a good thing in a way. Sometimes it could be like, but you know, that just means he cares. You know, I would say when the coach starts talking to you, that means you should be worried. But you know, our relationship off the court is amazing. On the court is good, amazing. You know, you're able to talk to him. You know, go to his office. He's always available. You know, and he's fun to play for.
I have 3 final questions. Your shoe, what size shoe are you, and can you go to the mall and buy shoes ever?
I wore size 15.
Okay.
Same.
I sometimes, not really. You know, I walk in the store. Hey, I got any 15s? No? Okay. I just walk out.
You just want to generically ask if they have any 15s anywhere.
15s,
Any 15s at all?
Yeah, so
all right, that's fair.
I just narrow everything down.
Yeah.
Most times it's no.
What
but
about pants? What size pants do you wear? Length, like tall?
it's like a 40, 34, 40, 32.
Like 40 length, like long?
40 waist. I'm not
32?
paying.
No, there's no way you're 32
No,
because
you're
I'm
not. No,
32.
that'd be up to here.
I'm 32.
Yeah,
So you're probably like a 40 and then 32 waist.
Or that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
40, it's like 40, 34, or some 40, 32.
Yeah.
Something like
Like a
that.
44.
I'm
But
not.
can you buy pants at the mall?
Yes, sometimes. You know.
He walks in, you got any 40s? No?
A lot of guys, you know, like have little pop-up shops, you know, for athletes. Like we'll go somewhere and they'll come in a hotel and get like a whole bunch of stuff. Normally it's bigger clothes. So that's probably what I do.
So what's this? I feel like every time there's a foul, you guys are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Is that part of like, even though you know you did it, like you have to do that?
Do you ever feel like you really didn't do it?
Yeah, no, that happens 75% of the time. But, or like.
We know you did it.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, say you shoot the ball, and it's like, come on, like, that wasn't, I just got hit like that down there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, you calling that? Like, that's what you call? So it's kind of like, if you foul him a little bit, like if you like barely tap his hand, and they call it fouls, like, I barely touched him, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not a foul. Or if you just like, swing your hand down and you just miss completely, but it looked like you fouled him, they call it fouls like, oh, I didn't touch him, go look at the replay, you know, but.
And they won't look at the replay.
No, they don't.
How far do those conversations go though when you're like, when they're shooting free throws and I see you guys talking to the ref over there like.
You know, I'm kind of cool with the refs in the league who normally have our games. So, you know, they kind of know. But most time be like, come on, I didn't foul him. He's like, all right, we got you. I won't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can be okay. Just keep playing, you know, whatever, we will.
I want to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Like,
replay it?
watch it.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it. All right, final question. What's the goal? I mean, you guys have played really well so far this year, but Coach said you haven't even got close to your potential yet. Like, what's the goal of the season?
Man, keep winning. That's the main thing. The main thing is winning. You know, like you said, this team is very deep. Some games I've had 2 points. You know, we won by 30 points. You know, or I have 30 points, win by 30 points again. You know, so I feel like this team has a lot of different guys who could, you know, carry the load for the night. And I think that's why we're so special. But like you said, the main thing is winning. And we're going to keep riding it out until we can't win no more. But hopefully that goes the rest of the season.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Don't cry, man. Yeah.
Love you, man.
It was good.
Love you guys, man. Thanks for having me on here. Cool.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook now. Use the code BobbySports. I'm going to say that because when you get into the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, which is an official sports betting partner of the NBA, new customers who deposit $5 or more get a no-sweat bet up to $1,000 back in a bonus bet. Dang, that no-sweat bet is awesome.
Yeah, I use that a lot.
So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the code BobbySports. Again, new customers get that no-sweat bet up to $1,000 if your first bet loses. Yeah, I sweat a lot.
This is no sweat, though.
I know, that's what I like about it, 'cause I sweat a lot. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with the code BobbySports. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Or in West Virginia, www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 787-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help's available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. One no-sweat bet per new customer. Issued as one bonus bet based on amount of initial losing bet. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/promos for deposit, wagering, and eligibility restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. All right, this is us going through and looking at a bunch of cards, a bunch of signed stuff that I got in the mail. And pretty cool. A couple of these are really cool and worth a lot. And I haven't collected cards in a long time. So here it is. I was just talking about some of the stuff I got in the mail. So what I have here, I have all my cards. I haven't collected sports cards in my whole life. Since like 12.
Whoa, that's a lot of
So
cards.
like age 12, baseball card. But it was only baseball cards, and it was more of a thing back in the day. Do you ever collect baseball cards, Kevin?
No.
It was before you?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you wouldn't collect football or basketball cards?
Never.
Really?
Only baseball.
Even like trying to get Jordans or anything?
Nope. I was all baseball all the time. And football cards weren't even really a big thing yet when I was collecting cards.
Oh, I remember like.
I remember having them, but for me, when I quit, They were
when you quit.
like a
okay.
novelty.
Okay.
Hey, when I stopped smoking, you know.
When you quit collecting cards.
Yeah. So I have all these, and these first ones you can give to your kids. I'll tell you who they are because they just Kenneth Walker III,
Nice. Seahawks.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Is that his rookie card? That's got to be his rookie card, right? 'Cause he's a rookie.
I didn't even look it up, so you can look and see. If it is, you can just have it anyway. Christian Watson, Gardner Minshew, and Russell Wilson.
That's awesome.
Those came loose, so you can have those
Okay.
for your kids.
Thank you. I'm going to keep that Jahmyr Gibbs, though. I'm not going to give that one to him.
They don't know about that guy.
These are all the ones that I have. I never even planned to get in the card game industry, but I won them accidentally because I clicked on the wrong thing, and so I got sent some, and so I was like, "Well, that was fun. Let me do another one." So this one here is a 1991 signed Bo Jackson
Dang.
Look at this thing.
on the front with Auburn at number 34, on the back with the Raiders, Heisman Hero card. Again, it's signed 13. They only made 25 of these with the signed.
What?
That is amazing,
It's
dude.
13 of 25.
Dude, this is unbelievable. It's a pro set. I remember these.
So the Pro Set existed anyway, but this company, what they do is they buy back 25 of them, and they take them and have the person sign them, and it's a special 13 to 25. So it's a 91 card. They had Bo Jackson sign it, and they redistributed it.
Heisman Hero.
You want to
That's
touch
really
it?
cool.
Yeah.
No. I mean, here.
If Eddie
look at
will
this.
give it up,
Dude, this is really, really cool. Like, this is one where if I was in middle school, I would have fought someone for that one.
I'm guessing, because I looked up some stuff about it, I'm guessing that's worth about $500
Oh, yes.
based on other autographs and other cards. Because those are only 25, so it's not like there's a big market for them because they're not out.
Yeah.
There's
and
not
it's
a ton of
sealed
them.
and everything.
Yeah. So
Should
this
I, should I
is
unseal it right now?
No, thank you. This is they call this slabbed to a rookie.
Slabbed.
It's a Prism Black Silver. It's slabbed. It's already been rated
Oh, because rated.
and slabbed. And all you do is click the QR code, takes
Yeah.
you to about the card.
Dang.
And it's mint condition. It's a 10. This one's worth about $700.
Wow. Well,
Who is
yeah.
it?
Well, look. Tens are really rare.
10. Well, no. 10s are the condition of the card.
You're right, but they're
It-
really
oh,
rare.
it's rare to be that-
It's
yeah.
rare
One
to
out
have
of
a
10,
10.
right? 1 out of 10?
No.
Or no.
What do you mean?
Like, what's the scale?
No. 10 is perfect.
It's-
Oh, yeah. 1 through 10.
1
10
through
is
10, right?
perfect.
10 is
it's in
good.
mint condition.
Okay.
But dude, you're talking about like you can buy a pack of cards at Target or whatever, or a card shop, open it and have this same card and have it graded, untouched, like you had gloves, you give it to them and they'll still give you a 9
Or an 8.5.
or an 8.5.
I saw some 8.5s online for like $450.
Just because the quality of the card is just not where it should be, even if it's brand new. So the fact that this is a 10 is badass.
Who is that, Tua?
To his rookie card, 2020.
That's really cool,
I think it says
dude.
2020, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Chad Johnson, not signed, but it's a 101. This
Ocho Cinco?
Yeah, that's like $40. Look that one up. I'll pass along.
What's cool too, Bones, is that a lot of cards nowadays they do reissues of like this same thing, but it came out last year.
And that is not. It's not a. That's what that is. Last year, 2023 reissue.
Yeah.
Some of these I don't even look up because I know they're not going to be worth much. At least not right now. But here's Spears from Tennessee.
Yeah, Titans.
Yeah, who was running back after Derrick Henry.
I think what's cool about this is red.
It's a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like blue, red, and those are different values. Here's Devon A. Chain. And that's a rookie card, but it's not signed, so that's probably worth like $20. But I'm gonna get to some of this other stuff. Here's a Bryce Young rookie card, silver, not signed, worth about $40, but it's a 1 of 7. There's only 7 of those.
You trying to sell these?
I don't know. I just have them. I just got them all in the mail in the last couple of days. I was very excited to see them.
That's a cool card.
This is a Dan Marino reissue. It's a 2023, but it's a reissue. It's only 1 of 2. It's just not signed. So that's worth about $25 or something.
That's cool. Yeah, this one almost looks just like the Spears one.
If it was signed, it'd be awesome. So check this out. This is a pro set. Brock Bowers signed. So Brock Bowers is the first round pick from Georgia.
Yeah.
First,
Tight end.
It's a signed. He's not been drafted yet.
Yep.
It's called a Going Pro, and he signed. This is a 1 of 1.
Wow. So already that one's worth a lot.
I would think I could get like $700 for that.
But
this is one you want to keep because if he's really good in the NFL.
dude,
Yeah.
Because he's in his college uniform now.
if he's the next, Kelsey, like this would be worth so much money.
So
Gronk.
There you go.
Some of the yeah, sorry, Cardi.
There you go.
My wife's like, who's got a Patriots truck outside the house? It was Kevin. Some of these are college guys who are still playing ball, but they've signed the cards.
I'm shocked that your wife knew that was a Patriots truck because he's got the old guy.
Yeah, she's a sports fan.
Okay.
She knows. I mean, she knows.
Even the old helmet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can tell me if you know who they are, but Quentin Joyner. This is a signed Quentin Joyner card. He's still in college. USC most likely.
Okay.
Okay. I think he's still playing. So some of these aren't going to even be big stars. They're just college.
That was Carry-On
Dante
Joyner.
Moore.
The carry-on?
Yeah,
The quarterback at UCLA, I think. Dante Moore.
Oh, yeah. He went to Oregon. Transferred to Oregon.
Went to Oregon.
Yeah.
So this is him and his UCLA, but he signed it.
That's awesome.
Good.
Malik Benson. Do you know who that is? I think he is a Alabama. It's one of four. Will you look at Malik Benson?
Yeah.
Or maybe USC?
These cards look like they were made to have that
They are.
autograph.
They're built for the person
Okay.
to sign it.
Okay, cool.
He was at, gosh, they got pictures of him with 3 different programs.
Oh, yeah.
He was at Bama, looks like.
Hey, that's football these days.
I know, dude. And Oregon, and now it looks like Florida State.
Okay, so he looks at Bam on this one, but he signed. That's him. He
Nice.
signed that.
Go Knowles.
I have this is the one
Yeah,
that
that's
they make. This is the metal card that they produce the other ones from.
Wow.
This is a 101. It says you have received an authentic print used plate. The plate was used in the print of making the player, and he autographed it. Omarion Hampton.
Don't know who that is, but that is awesome.
Omarion Hampton plays for like North. And there's no color on this because it's a print.
That's a
It's
print.
metal plate. Omarion Hampton, North Carolina.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
He's, if I remember correctly, he's awesome.
What is he?
Running back.
Running back, yeah.
But I don't think I don't think he's going to the draft this year, right?
He's only 20.
I mean, he's really good.
Really?
But he's
Yeah,
still
let's
in
see his
college.
stats.
I'm lucky I got that right because there's no color on
Let me
that.
see that. That is amazing. Well, you don't
They
see
had
color
1,500
anyway.
yards this year.
Yeah, he was all
15
American.
touchdowns.
He was all American.
You're right. There's no way to know what team he's in on this.
Brendan Rice, looks like it's from USC. Signed this one.
Dude, this is so cool.
That's Jerry's son.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's going to go to the draft. He'll be a second or third day pick.
Yeah.
That's Jerry Rice's son. That's right.
Is this guy good?
He's like 6'2", 210, like not physically. He's like Jerry Rice, though. Not
Yeah.
physically. But he was pretty good.
Yeah, he's all right.
Mostly he was Jerry Rice's son.
Yeah.
You can pass those all to him. If you
Well,
want
I'm
to.
just I will.
Well, Eddie's keeping some for himself, I guess.
No, I will show those to you.
Cameron Ward, quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
But he transferred to Washington State. No, he transferred. Where is he going?
Yeah, where is he at now?
There's Cam Ward signed. And some of these aren't signed, but I wanted to go through some of these. See where Cam Ward is. Cameron Ward.
Cam Ward, is that
Because he was Washington State.
This,
Didn't
I
he
think
go to
that's
like
this is Washington State.
Ohio State? Was it Ohio State? Oh, Miami.
Oh, that's where he is. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. He went to Miami this year. Here's a Drew Brees non-signed. It's 2 of 6. It's a retro, like the throwback one.
Yeah, it's a blue. It's cool.
Did I already have one Malik Benson?
Yeah. Right?
You got 2?
I have another signed one. And where is he now?
No, he's still with
Florida
North,
State? Wait, which one was that?
I think that was the North Carolina guy. Wait, is that the
No, Omar.
that was
Omarion was
Omar,
North Carolina.
yeah.
Malik Benson is.
Yeah, that's the one that's at Florida State now.
Okay, I have another one. You can have this one.
Cool, really?
It's signed. Yeah,
Ooh.
that can be a big prize for one of your kids.
Yeah, it's a big one. Cool, thanks, man.
Here's a J.J. McCarthy, not signed, but he's going to the NFL this year in the draft.
Michigan guy.
He's in Michigan.
Champion.
Yes, that's right.
He's a champion.
That's right.
Zay Flowers 101, not signed,
Zay.
but shiny.
Zay's good.
Let's just hope he doesn't.
Quarterback George
Fumble.
McIntyre.
Too soon.
George
know, sorry.
McIntyre, Utah.
George McIntyre.
You look up George McIntyre.
Doesn't even sound familiar.
He's one of the new kids on the block, I think.
No, that's Josh.
No, Joey McIntyre.
Joey. Who's this guy?
George McIntyre.
George.
He signed to GMAC.
Nice.
Nope, not the one that died in 2016, right?
That'd be awesome because he signed it like last year.
No, that wouldn't have
He
been
signed it
awesome.
from the grave. No, it'd be awesome for me. It'd be a rare card. George
Yeah.
McIntyre, Tyre, quarterback.
McIntyre.
MAC,
MAC.
Mac, INTYRE, McIntyre. What if he's not real?
Miami.
Of Ohio, maybe.
He went to Brentwood Academy.
He's from here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is he at Miami of Ohio or Miami
University of Miami.
of Ohio?
Because he's wearing red. What is that?
Yeah, he's got a red helmet on.
Yeah. But you said something about Utah.
I
The
thought
red helmet is
I'm bad with colors. I thought it was a Utah color.
Okay, I got you. Maybe that's
he might be
Brentwood.
like a freshman.
Give me that. That might be Brentwood, Bones.
I'm only seeing
A
high
high school
pictures.
card?
Maybe. Let me see.
That would be hilarious.
Those are the colors
If
of
that's him
Brentwood
playing
Academy.
high school
What the
football,
heck? Yeah,
that is?
yeah, and he committed to. He's going to UT.
UT is in which one?
Tennessee.
George McIntyre is?
Committed in January.
Wait, so he's in high school still? We should try to get him to come up here and do a show.
Okay,
that'd
so
be
he's
awesome.
not at Miami.
No, he is not.
okay.
If commits to Tennessee football, given the Vols, he's a 5-star quarterback of next year's class.
Oh, I'm keeping
25.
that one. Let me have that one to
That's
hold.
weird. They had a bad season last year.
That's high school.
yeah.
I got some high school kids card.
Do you have
weird.
a high school kid? That's wild.
it feels creepy. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
well, maybe that's when they get them, and then because some of these Bones, like this helmet isn't Florida State,
No, it's Alabama. That's Alabama.
and I don't think so.
That's how I knew he was from Alabama.
Malik Benson is not from
Did I
Alabama.
do? I did Omarion Hampton already, right?
yeah,
I
he's
have
a
an-
running back.
I have a real one, autographed card.
Oh, okay.
He's in his North Carolina blue.
Yeah, that's in North Carolina. Yeah.
3 of 7. We'll roll through some of these other ones. I don't know who Audric Esme is.
Esme.
Oh wait, is he Washington State?
Estimate.
Yeah, Audric Estime.
Yeah, that Notre Dame running back, that big old boy.
Oh, that dude's awesome.
Yeah, he's going to the NFL this year.
Yeah. Dude, that
Yeah.
dude's awesome.
You want it?
yeah.
Would your kids like it? You don't keep.
I'm some of these I'm keeping for me. Dude. What are you talking about? My kids like it.
Okay.
This dude's a beast.
Jordan Addison, unsigned 4 of 6.
Stud.
You can have that one, Eddie.
Addison here.
Yeah, that's
Kevin,
a
you
good
take
one.
that one, man.
Chris
need one.
Rodriguez.
There we go. That's a Mexican dude. Let's go.
He
Give
played
him
at
to me.
Kentucky, is what I remember
Yeah,
him
Kentucky.
from. And now then for the Commanders,
Yes. Is it Commanders? I think so.
maybe.
Was he a lineman?
No, he's running back.
Running back.
Oh.
I knew him mostly
good at
playing for Kentucky.
Hispanic
good.
running back. Let's go,
Yeah,
baby.
Commanders.
He is playing for the Commanders. Okay. Bo Nix,
Nice.
not signed though, but 2 of 8. Bo Nix, he'll be going to the draft this year. Antoine Wells Jr. Antwain Wells Jr.
Wells Jr.
It's hard for me to see the name on that.
Wells Jr.
But
Sounds
it is
familiar.
signed. Utah? Everybody read, I just go Utah because I can't tell.
Wells Jr.
Antwain Wells Jr.
Twain.
Feel like I've seen that name.
2 of 4 signed. South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Got it.
Receiver.
Got
Okay.
it. Okay, Jordan Battle, he's a stud. This is Jordan Battle, Penn State card signed.
That's cool.
See if you see that one. Isn't he Penn State, Jordan Battle?
I mean, that looks like Penn State. But see, if it's not Penn State, then some of these are high school cards, man. That's not Penn State.
It's not?
No, because it's got a
He
red
played Georgia
outline.
then? Okay, where?
He's on the Bengals now, but he went to Bama.
Why is that white?
It's white with red outline around the colors. It's probably his high school.
Or look up Jordan Battle High School. See if they have a white team.
White jersey with like red outside the
I don't
colors.
see that red part. That's the problem in
Yeah.
my eyes.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Bengals white helmet.
He went to St. Thomas. That's no, they're like gold and
Number 27? Oh, well, we'll see. I don't have a bunch more. Are you guys bored by this?
No, I mean, people listening might be, but I love this.
Carson Beck signed.
Nice.
Carson Beck.
He didn't make it.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
Stetson Bennett, you thinking about?
No, Beck. That was the battle between those two, right?
No, Carson Beck was a quarterback this year.
This year, and then
Oh.
he's come back next year.
Who
Yeah.
was the Bennett battle? Him and who? There were 2 quarterbacks that kept going back and forth.
JT.
Yeah,
that's him.
Daniels.
That's him.
Daniels, yeah, who went to like
Right?
6
Wasn't it JJ
schools.
Daniels?
Yeah.
Carson Beck signed, and he's got another year with Georgia, right? Mayan Williams, maybe Ohio State, running back, number 3,
Yep.
2 of 10. It's signed. Is he good?
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, I asked because
Yeah, dude. You know
some of those
they are.
Ohio State guys play within a freaking fantastic offense.
Yeah.
He had like a crazy freshman year, I think, and then kind of died down.
Okay. Eddie, this one you can have. It is a Tony Romo, not signed,
Oh, that's cool, dude.
but it's a 3 of 5.
This is you got an A on your homework. That's your card.
That's a big one. Anthony K. I mean, all these are in cases.
That's really cool.
Luke Musgrave. It's a 1 of 1, not signed though. You can have that one too. That's probably
Dude,
worth
you should frame this with
that's
your
worth like
with a jersey.
$10 or so.
Oh no, you have a Van Ness, not Musgrave.
Yeah, Tank Dell. Texans.
Tank Dell's a beast.
He had a great year.
3 of 5. Was he a rookie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then remember he broke his leg in like last game or something.
Quentin Joyner,
Mm-hmm.
non-signed Quentin Joyner. Is that a USC? Got to be USC, right? Quentin Joyner.
Musgrave.
Musgrave.
That looks like USC. Yeah, dude. These guys do a good job at taking the logos off their
Well,
helmet.
if they don't have a college, yeah.
They have to, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know this one, Jalen Hyatt. I remember
Yeah.
Tennessee. He's a rookie this last year with the Giants.
yeah,
Signed.
Yeah.
Jalen Hyatt signed.
That's
That's
an
a cool
awesome
one.
card.
He's fast.
Just a few more.
You holding that big one last? It's in the big case.
No,
Big Daddy case.
it's actually it's in the Bo Jackson case. It's a different type of card though, but I didn't know who he was.
Oh.
It's a card. It's a 1991 Jacob Green signed. He was a defensive end for the Seahawks, and it's in a big case and it's signed. But I don't know. I don't know him. I don't remember him.
Who's that?
Jacob Green, 91 defensive end for the Seahawks. It's signed. It's big.
Ring of Honor.
He is in the Seahawks Ring of Honor.
Yeah. He went to Syracuse.
Yeah, I didn't know him. I got 2 more here and I'm done. Over the second Carson Beck signed.
Is it the same one?
I don't think so. What's the one you have? Look like?
Yeah, did you have
Did I pass you Carson Beck or do I have it?
No,
No, I don't have it.
Oh, I got it.
Show me that one. This one's sideways.
Yeah, they're different.
Different cards.
And he put 15 on it. Carson Beck, you presented an autograph. 101. And then the final card. Because I think that Brock Bowers is going to be is already valuable, right? It's like $500 or something.
That's crazy.
But if he
dude.
turns good, it's going to be awesome. But this one here, it's a rookie card. I can't really tell the colors, but it might be his NFL colors. But it's a rookie card. Puka Nacua signed.
Nice.
Hold on.
yeah,
Puka Nacua signed.
that's
one,
Rams.
1 of 1.
These are the Ram colors.
That's it.
That's amazing, dude. 1 of 1. That's really cool.
I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know anything about how much cards are worth. I think I'd like to take them all to a card shop
Yeah.
and just say how much. But then they
Yeah,
can take advantage of you because they know you're an
exactly.
idiot.
But just go in and ask them and don't sell them
Be
anything.
like, I know exactly how much it's worth. I just want to see if you know.
Dude, those card guys, they're great. I mean, they're just always dealing. They're always dealing in there. I remember last Christmas, I was going to buy some for Steve. And so I went in there. And the guy's like, well, how much are you willing to spend? That was his first question. Because I acted like the dad, just like, hey, man, my friend wants cards. Like, what do I get him?
Yeah.
How much are you willing to spend? And
That's where we're gonna start.
He ended up selling me a box for $100. And it was like, there's nothing in that box.
Yeah.
It was already
Nothing
open
in
though
that box.
before you. Did you open it yourself?
The box, no, it was sealed.
Oh. So
Yeah,
maybe
it
there's a
was
chance.
sealed.
Some of this when I bought it was sealed and they opened it up live. My favorite one though, there's some that are worth. Bo Jackson's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's legit.
But this George McIntyre, if he's still in high school and he's a 5-star quarterback,
Should we try to get him on?
that's like yeah.
Okay.
Get him to come to the house if
Yeah.
he's still living close. That's really cool that he's a high school quarterback and it's a signed deal.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's like you want a Tank Dell rookie?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
What did I give you, Eddie?
You gave me the Malik Benson autograph.
Okay.
Well, I think you had a duplicate on that. And then you gave me Audric Estime.
The running back.
He's the Notre Dame running back. Yeah, I love that guy.
But yeah, how many signed ones did I give you? Just that one?
Signed? I think just one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just one.
Go ahead.
Tank Dell. Just gave me that one, then the Tony Romo.
The turnaround was cool. And here's the Chris Rodriguez. You can have this one. He played for Kentucky. Now the
Yeah, my fellow
Hispanics gotta stick
Hispanic.
together.
We got to, man.
The George
That's
really
really
McIntyre
cool.
seems awesome. And I would have given one of you guys one of the Carson Becks, but I have 2 of them that are different.
Hey, so these you get these the same way as you do breaks?
They do breaks with them. I don't do straight card breaks, but so you want to hear the jerseys I got recently?
Yeah.
I'm retired, by the way. I decided to step away.
Are you done?
I think so.
Did you
'Cause
did you call the number like
No,
Reed?
we're gonna have them on. I love it, but I'm
Okay.
starting to. I don't care what I win anymore. I just want to be involved.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm like, I'm a little too much into it. I love it so much. It's a rush. Eddie's like, what are you gonna do with this stuff? I was like, I don't care. It's a rush.
But maybe you should tell the dorm dudes like, hey, just ban me. Even if you see me next
You
week.
know what I won yesterday? Oh my!
What
Oh
did you
my
win?
God! I won. So they do a thing, and it's super my favorite one to do. It's called a Let's Go box. It's like a waffle on the front.
Oh, I've seen
Yeah,
it.
And they
yeah.
pull.
Oh,
and
'Cause
out-
it looks like Eggo.
yeah, and out of it they pull either I won 2 things yesterday that are crazy. Oh, I'm getting a boner.
What? You are getting? Oh
I know,
my goodness!
I know.
Kevin, look at this.
Whoa,
So the
Down, boy.
Put it away.
the footballs they have are the white ones that sign the panel.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the least. They act like that's the one they get less excited about. It's still really cool. I want a Nick Chubb. I'm just giving to a listener, but it's cool. But it's a white panel. You know, like whatever. Rarely is there just a real football that the player signs. I mean, apparently that's worth a whole bunch more. I won a real Brett Favre signed football yesterday.
Holy crap! You serious?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna donate it to Mississippi for their. Stole that money from
The museum.
I
it back a little
didn't
bit.
have great sell while I was doing it, and I asked Reed. I was like, "How much is this? Can you get for this?" And he looked at it, and he said, "That's wild. Here it is. It's still wrapped in cellophane, but it's a real ball. It's not the white panel one, NFL ball."
What the
And he said every one that he sees like that, the very bottom one, which is a little better, was like $500.
Wow.
dang.
I don't know what I'm not what am I gonna do with it, but it's cool to have.
Well, that one you can keep around. Put in your video game office. Your video game
I
room.
want some signed soccer players too, but I don't know who they are.
Messi. Do you know? Is it a Messi?
Misi.
Me.
Look at this one. I might have sent you this. They
Ronaldo.
were like, they pulled it out. They're like, we don't know, the shape of this isn't great because they didn't understand. They didn't know what it was at first. And they pulled out this Barry Sanders figurine signed by Barry Sanders.
Wow.
Dang.
Hey, dude, you won that too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you need to stop.
That's not all. You want more?
Yes.
My big prize, I haven't even told you what it is yet. I'm just going to show it to you guys when it comes in. And then finally, I got an Anthony Richardson 101 signed rookie card
There we go.
for Florida, playing for Florida.
Wow.
That's worth a few $100 online. I have a Joe Montana signed.
What?
That's coming.
Dang.
What? That's amazing.
That's a card?
Signed Joe Montana card.
That's amazing.
I had a really good day yesterday.
That's got to be worth a lot.
Yeah.
And then finally, what was the one I was super excited?
I have a Joe Montana autograph picture that my wife's tried to throw away like 10 times.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Now it's in my wall. So like it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
now.
I won a Funko, 2 Funkos. The one that's on my desk already, and I won a Diggs Buffalo wide receiver Funko.
The one on your desk is Washington. Who is that?
McLaurin.
McLaurin, yeah.
I made
And then
notes.
you got a Diggs. Which Diggs? Stephon?
I got a Jamal Williams jersey coming from the Lions, a DJ Moore jersey coming from the
Hey,
Bears,
Oh yeah.
a Gabe Davis jersey coming from the
Nice.
Bills.
Nice.
I have a Amari Cooper that came in yesterday, the Dak Prescott
The Cooper is the Browns.
Browns. I have a Diggs Cowboys, a Chubb Cleveland Browns ball. They got the Favre football, and I have 2 things to say. I haven't told you guys my big get
Have
yet.
not. You
Nope.
told us you got something
I'm just
big.
going to show you when it gets in.
Okay.
I want a Mark Gray signed Cubs jersey, my favorite player of all time.
Oh.
I got it yesterday.
That's awesome, dude.
I got it. Yes, my favorite player of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just throw all these in the closet somewhere, but I have a Jamar Chase on.
that
obviously.
one,
But that one's one I'll frame. It's my
Yeah.
favorite player ever.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna frame that? You're not gonna wear it?
I might wear it.
Yeah, you have to wear it a
I
couple
might just wear a
times.
frame.
The whole frame just strapped to your back.
And then finally, I keep losing my train of thought.
The big one. You said
No,
you're,
I'm going to bring that in. But I
You
had
said
another-
you're gonna tell us the big
I had
one.
another thing that I was. No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I had another thing I was going to tell you. Oh, get this. So I don't think about Funkos, but they have like Jerry Seinfeld Funkos that he signed. It goes for like
You
$2,000.
said there was a John Krasinski one.
For Jim from The Office, signed
Yeah,
by John
okay.
Krasinski. So I went over to the site and I made 10 of these
Bobby Bones Funko
with my name.
with
Yeah,
Stanley. What are you
That is
holding?
awesome.
a microphone and a set of headphones.
That's really cool.
So I ordered 10 of them. They make them.
How did you do that? Did you make that picture and then send that to
No,
them?
you
or-
go through and there are all these options on. So I made this and I made Stanley. So they have a bunch of options that you can make. And so I'm going to sign them.
That is so cool.
and watch them get real valuable.
Maybe give them away.
Oh no, dude! You know what you should do? You should give them a one to dorm dude so they can do a break on that.
Why would I give it to them?
Well, okay, you sell it to them, and then they sell it, and whoever gets it is like, oh, I want a Bob. Wait, what?
But they're coming in. I'm pretty excited to see them.
That's
and
awesome.
I'm kind of getting into it, so I'll maybe sell them for charity or something.
Yeah.
I had to
really
pay
cool.
for them. They were like not cheap.
Oh, they're not.
The last thing I bought with my own money. I thought we were going to see Deion Monday, and that was moved. Deion, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
He's got a book coming out, and I reached out. I was like, hey, let's come out now. And he was like, yep, let's go. And then we couldn't get it organized in time, so we're still going to go whenever, a few weeks, month, whatever. But I had ordered an completely unsigned Cowboys authentic helmet that I was going to get him to sign.
Really?
It came in today, but it's an authentic helmet. It's just nothing on it. But I got to play it cool because I don't like going places and getting people to sign stuff because then I'm not cool. So what we're going to start doing in our show is, all right, this is part of the show called the You Sign It. We want to watch you sign something. And it's part of it. Like watch them do their autograph.
That's a great idea.
But it's part of the show. But then I just keep it. Put it on the case.
Yeah. And that's the part of the show where Reed can actually ask for the autograph.
Reed's going to love that.
Okay, well, that was fun, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Awesome.
And your kids have cards?
Yeah. Which has been amazing, too. Like, when they do something good, you know, I'm like, all right, you get a prize. Here's a card. And they love it.
I'm starving. I got to get some food. I got to get my CPAP
too.
machine. I got to get it in 45 minutes.
Oh, you are?
Going up to get it.
You're going to put it on as soon as you get it?
I'm going to drive home with it on. It doesn't even work. I'm just going to drive so people
Put it on
see me.
anyway.
All right. Thank you, guys. 25 whistles. Appreciate it. All right. That's it. In the news, before we jump, Mike Evans just signed a 2-year deal with the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So he's rich now.
Big money.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah, like he wasn't
He
before.
needed it.
Yeah, he really was. So that's cool.
We're happy for you, man.
Anything else we missed as of this morning?
Nope, still can't find the list. But one thing that's impressive is Pistol Pete. He did that in 83 games. He averaged 44 points a game.
No 3-point line either.
No 3-point line. 44 a game.
And was shooting from way back.
Amazing.
The next guy, Detroit Mercy, remember when he did that last year? He was close. He was 3 points behind. It took him 144 games.
Yeah, and imagine if he'd had a 3-point line, Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
And Pistol Pete had a good NBA career, even great, but because his numbers retired, all of that. But they didn't have a 3-point line for parts of his NBA career.
Yeah.
Yeah, when did that show up? What year?
Yesterday.
Yeah, and now they don't even look at it.
Caitlin Clark invented it. Yeah. That's what's up. Thank you, guys. We'll see you later on this week. 25 whistles. Eddie, I'm going to blow us out.
Yeah, blow us
Your
out.
whistle seems a little weak.
Yeah, I haven't warmed it up yet. Whoa! That's how you blow.
Dang.
I don't know.
Good job, dude.
Thank you, buddy. All right. Be sure to check out Too Much Access with Auburn. You go to toomuchaccess.com or go to Mr. Bobby Bones on Instagram. All right. Goodbye, everybody.